Hi guys, and welcome back for yet another Tech Geek video. I'm sorry it's been a while, but I've been busy in the workshop creating more material for you guys. As you know, I didn't have so much success with the Counterbalancer gear, which was organic. As you can see from the picture, it wasn't the best of choices. But now we are doing something different. Tag along. I've done some new 3D CAD work on this and improved the design of the counterbalancer shaft, and most important, I made both gears of steel and they are hardened, so they will be tough to damage this time, I think. As you can see from the final result, it's under a cover and it's in transmission oil, so it will be nicely lubricated. When I tried to run this without a counterbalancer, it vibrated a lot, and I tried three different counterbalancing ratios for the crank, but neither helped. Everything came off, it broke loose and cracked, and normally a thumper has problems with the rear shock because it's susceptible to exciting resonance at the spring. So it breaks off real easy for fatigue cracking. And this was no different. I broke the rear shock 4 times. 2 times it was the piston itself that came off, and 2 times it was the lower fork which attaches the rear shock. And you can imagine when driving it and suddenly it breaks off here, you don't have the weight on the rear wheel anymore. So when you are braking into a corner, you actually lift off and you take a good look at your front fender. So I know how that looks like now. But this is working much better. With this counterbalancer added, we have reduced the amplitude of the vibrations with a factor of 6, and you can really tell, because before you couldn't even touch the rear shock. It was feeling like you were electrocuted when you put on the throttle, and now it is still, so it's quite an improvement. The front end has also got some attention for this season, so it's newly refurbished. Sometimes you might have experienced that you get some backfiring when letting off throttle, and when that happens, it's more than likely that you have a leakage in your exhaust system, somewhere from where the cylinder head attaches and backwards. So this is my the first muffler. As you might remember, there is a chamber here that so you get the reflection after the correct distance. And I was this time experiencing the same thing after the rebuild with the counterbalancer. And I had done, I have some luck with doing these joints with like one piece of sheet metal on top of the pipe, so you can put the joint together like this, and it's seals enough, and that's important so you don't get these backfires, because they can actually damage your muffler or rip it apart. And I'm talking from experience. When I fuel injected this bike, I had lots of problems with the generator was interfering with the fuel injection. So finally I just had to ditch the whole generator and run a total loss system. So I'm using LiPo accumulators that you normally use for radio controlled cars and stuff. So and I charge them. I have 2 chargers here, one for each battery, and when fully loaded, they give me an operation time of about 35 to 40 minutes. So that's quite okay for a race and a training.